What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Roger Report. We're diving headfirst into the NBA's most explosive headlines and kicking things off with a story that has the league buzzing: the devastating knee injury to Fred VanVleet. This isn't just bad news for the Houston Rockets. It's a stark, harrowing reminder for the Golden State Warriors about their own precarious position in the Western Conference playoff race. With Kevin Durant now in Houston, the Rockets were looking like serious contenders, but VanVleet's likely season-ending injury throws a massive wrench into their championship aspirations. It also forces us to look critically at the Warriors' own Achilles heel. And speaking of the Warriors, this VanVleet injury has us talking about their biggest potential weakness. It's a vulnerability that's always been there, but it's amplified now: their absolute reliance on Stephen Curry. The article makes it clear that if Curry were to miss significant time, much like he did back in 2019-20, the Warriors' season could crumble. It's a delicate balance, and this injury to a key rival only highlights how thin the ice can be for any contender. But the drama doesn't stop there. We're also breaking down the high-stakes contract negotiations surrounding Golden State's own Jonathan Kuminga. With training camp looming, Kuminga has a massive decision to make. Does he take guaranteed money, or does he bet on himself and play for a bigger future? We've got the inside scoop on the offers on the table and what it means for the Warriors' roster flexibility. Plus, get this, there's a bombshell report about a trio of former Philadelphia 76ers, including Seth Curry, potentially joining the Warriors once Kuminga's deal is settled. This could reshape Golden State's roster in a major way. And finally, the internet is absolutely losing it over the Golden State Warriors. Fans are furious, calling it disrespect, after Klay Thompson was notably left out of a recent tribute post celebrating the team's legacy. We're diving into why this snub has the fanbase up in arms and what it means for the beloved Splash Brother. You do not want to miss any of this. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on so you never miss a single update from the Roger Report. Let's go. Fred VanVleet's injury, a stark warning for the Warriors. The Houston Rockets have just suffered a major blow with the likely season-ending knee injury to Fred VanVleet, a development that significantly dims their championship aspirations despite the acquisition of Kevin Durant. This unfortunate event, however, serves as a chilling reminder to the Golden State Warriors about their own critical vulnerability: their profound dependence on superstar Stephen Curry. While the Rockets, bolstered by young talent and Durant, might still contend for a playoff spot, the Warriors' situation is far more precarious. Their history shows a clear pattern of reliance on Curry, with past seasons demonstrating how even moderate absences can jeopardize their success. The article highlights the 2017-18 championship year, where Curry played 51 games, and subsequent seasons where injuries forced him to miss crucial stretches. Even in their 2022 title run, Curry battled injuries. The stark reality is that another significant injury to Curry, similar to his 5-game 2019-20 season, could derail the Warriors' entire campaign. Fans and analysts are pointing out that while the Warriors have more flexibility now than a year ago, the core issue remains. The team's performance in the second-round playoff loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, despite Jimmy Butler's presence and Jonathan Kuminga's growth, underscored their fragility when Curry is sidelined. The hope is that Kuminga can evolve into a consistent star scorer to alleviate pressure on Curry, or that the Warriors might pursue a trade for a player capable of filling that void. VanVleet's injury is a dramatic illustration of how quickly fortunes can change in the NBA. This injury news is just the tip of the iceberg for the Warriors' offseason drama. Next, we're digging into the contract standoff that could define Jonathan Kuminga's career and impact Golden State's future. Kuminga's crossroads: guaranteed millions or free agency freedom. As NBA training camps beckon, the Golden State Warriors are locked in a crucial contract negotiation with their young star, Jonathan Kuminga. At just 22 years old, Kuminga faces a pivotal decision that will shape his NBA future, with the franchise presenting multiple offers that have yet to be accepted, holding up further roster moves. Kuminga's potential is undeniable, recognized by veterans like Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, who see him as a vital piece for the Warriors' continued competitiveness in the West. The team's latest proposal, a 3-year, $75.2 million deal with a team option for the final year offers significant financial security. However, Kuminga is reportedly leaning towards accepting the $7.9 million qualifying offer. This path would grant him unrestricted free agency in 2026 and prevent a trade in the 2025-26 season, offering maximum control over his destiny. The stakes are immense. Accepting the qualifying offer means forgoing nearly $48 million in guaranteed money. This is a bold gamble, reflecting Kuminga's confidence in his talent and his desire to be viewed as an all-star caliber player, not merely a trade asset. Esteemed insider Mark Stein believes Kuminga will ultimately sign the multi-year deal, prioritizing guaranteed security, but the player's own ambition could sway him otherwise. This decision is more than just a financial one. It's about Kuminga's trajectory and the Warriors' immediate championship window. The outcome will significantly influence Golden State's ability to contend and Kuminga's own path to stardom. But the Kuminga saga isn't the only major roster question mark for the Warriors this offseason. Get ready, because we're revealing which former Sixers stars are reportedly set to join Golden State. Former Sixers stars linked to Warriors, a roster shakeup. The Golden State Warriors' roster-building efforts are currently on hold, largely due to the ongoing restricted free agent situation with Jonathan Kuminga. However, league insiders are buzzing with reports that once Kuminga's deal is finalized, Golden State is expected to sign a trio of former Philadelphia 76ers players: Al Horford, D'Anthony Melton, and Seth Curry. This potential influx of talent stems from a report by veteran insider Mark Stein, who indicated that these familiar names are on the Warriors' radar. The timing is crucial, as none of these players can officially sign with Golden State until Kuminga's RFA status is resolved. This situation has also led to speculation about whether these players will be able to participate in the Warriors' upcoming minicamp before their official training camp begins. The potential acquisitions bring a wealth of experience and specific skill sets. Seth Curry, brother of Stephen Curry, was a key offensive weapon for the 76ers during their 2020-21 top seed run, known for his elite shooting. Al Horford spent one season in Philadelphia, and D'Anthony Melton played 2 seasons there before a trade. Their familiarity with the Eastern Conference and their past roles could provide valuable depth and shooting for the Warriors. If these signings materialize, alongside Kuminga and second-round pick Will Richard, it could significantly fill the 6 open roster spots the Warriors currently have, potentially bolstering their depth and championship aspirations for the upcoming season. With potential new faces joining the Warriors, it's a stark contrast to the current fan outcry over a notable snub. We're talking about the massive fan reaction to Klay Thompson being left out of a Warriors tribute post. Klay Thompson's snub sparks fan uproar. Disrespect is wild. As the NBA season approaches, teams are ramping up their social media presence to excite fans. The Golden State Warriors recently posted a retrospective tribute celebrating the legacies of Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, highlighting their enduring partnership. However, the conspicuous absence of Klay Thompson from this tribute has ignited a firestorm of criticism from the fanbase, who are calling the move disrespectful. Thompson, a cornerstone of the Warriors' dynasty and one half of the iconic Splash Brothers backcourt, was notably omitted from a post celebrating the team's history and stars. Many fans argue that Thompson is just as integral to the Warriors' championships as Curry and Green, and his exclusion is a baffling oversight. Social media reactions ranged from disbelief to calls for the social media admin's dismissal, with users emphasizing that Thompson's contributions are foundational to the Warriors' success. While the Warriors' social media team may not have intended malice, the move has undoubtedly struck a nerve. Thompson, who spent 13 years with the franchise, winning 4 NBA championships and earning multiple All-Star selections, is etched into the Warriors' lore. His departure to the Dallas Mavericks this offseason, while a new chapter for him, doesn't erase his monumental impact in Golden State. The team's current roster situation, including the ongoing Jonathan Kuminga contract negotiations and potential signings like Al Horford, adds another layer to the Warriors' offseason narrative. However, the lingering sentiment from this Klay Thompson snub suggests that how the franchise honors its legends still matters deeply to its supporters. That fan reaction is intense, but it's just one piece of the puzzle for the Warriors' future. Stay tuned for our lightning round recap and full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's NBA bombshells. We saw Fred VanVleet's injury serve as a harsh reality check for the Warriors' reliance on Stephen Curry. Jonathan Kuminga is facing a career-defining contract decision that could reshape the Warriors' future. Get ready for a potential reunion, as former 76ers like Seth Curry might be heading to Golden State. And the internet is furious after the Warriors seemingly snubbed Klay Thompson in a tribute post. Don't miss a second of the action. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and follow us on all social media platforms for non-stop NBA updates. We'll see you next time on the Roger Report.